Shelley Hofberg is a clairvoyant, medium, pet psychic, and tarot reader. She does not ask for the details about your life, but primarily relies on her gift of clairvoyance to receive the psychic insights that will be the most helpful to you about your soulmate, relationships, money concerns, and your career path. As a pet psychic, she will receive insights about what your pet or pets want you to know. As a medium, she will connect with your loved ones on the other side. Shelley Hofberg is the host of the Psychic Horizon radio show, produced by Goldilocks Productions and presented on Blog Talk Radio, Thursdays at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Shelley brings together the pioneers and visionary teachers to share with you some of the most enlightening knowledge that is out there today, to expand your horizons and open the paths to higher consciousness.
Hi, this is Shelley Hofberg, your host of the Psychic Horizon show, and today's guest is Bill Foss, who will be talking about the Akashic Records. And before I bring on my guest, Bill Foss, I just want to make some quick announcements that on July 12th, psychic numerologist Jeremy Ryden will be my guest. He's the host of the Quest Method, Your Intuitive Destiny Guide, and Your Soul Story, How to Create the Life You Always Wanted. And on July 19th, I have Frank Falcon talking about tarot. On July 26th, I have Kristen Ross talking about animal communication. And this coming Saturday, I'm going to be at the Healing Key in Long Beach Psychic Fair from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. And on July 14th, I'm going to be at the Learning Light Foundation in Anaheim Psychic Fair from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. And on July 15th, I'm going to be at the New Earth Expo at the Garden Hotel in North Hollywood from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. I'm now ready to bring on my guest, Bill Foss. Hello, Bill. Hello, Bill.
Shelley, I'm Shelley. This is Tiffany. Bill hasn't called in yet.
Should I call him?
Yes, if you would like to call him and see, and I'll just put a commercial on.
All right, thank you.
Okay, all right.
Goldilocks Productions is dedicated to provide professional internet, TV, and radio shows in the spiritual, metaphysical, paranormal, and New Age genre. The show hosts are an elite team of holistic practitioners, healers, galactic shamans, psychic mediums, spiritual and metaphysical teachers that are powerful light workers, assisting in this ascension process by unlocking the consciousness of the listeners to restore balance between mind, body, and soul.
Bill, where are you? You're supposed to be a guest on my radio show today.
Visit purpleplates.com today. For over 40 years, the Purple Energy Plates have been delivering amazing results for their many customers. Inspired by the great genius Nikola Tesla, the harmony, healing, and energetic effects of the plates have proven over and over to be beneficial and often miraculous to thousands of customers. With their money-back guarantee and the many benefits, how can you afford not to get one? Check their site for daily specials and choose from their many energy products. You won't be sorry. Visit them today at purpleplates.com for mind, body, and spirit, and expect a miracle.
Goldilocks Productions provides professional internet, TV, and radio shows in the spiritual and New Age genre.
listen, I like having you, but if you don't call in, I'm not having you as a guest anymore. You've done this to me before, and we promote you. And she.
All right, everyone. This is the show producer, Tiffany White, Stage Woman. I'm just letting Shelley take care of some business here real quick. For those of you who called in, please remain on the line, and we will get to the callers as fast as possible. Just trying to figure out where the special guest is. It happens sometimes. I know that Bill Foss travels a lot, and in so many different time zones. So it's kind of hard to keep up which time zone you're in. But anyway, we'll bring Shelley on, and then she'll probably, if Bill doesn't show up, then Shelley will be happy to give each of you your messages. So please have your questions ready, and please stay on the line because calls are taken in the order that they come in. So, all right, so let's see if Shelley is back now. Hello, Shelley.
Hello. First call. I'm ready for my first caller.
Okay, so the first caller is area code, it's Carolyn, 818. Hello, Carolyn.
Hi, Carolyn.
Hi. Hello.
Hi, Carolyn.
I wanted to know, my question was if there's a message from any of my guides.
You have a guide named Abraham, and
Okay.
Abraham is a master guide, and he says that he is going to heal you, that he's working on you, on your body, mind, and spirit, and that he's going to do a healing on you. And he's saying in August, September, October, you might start doing healing again because you might be feeling better by then. So you might start doing healing and working out of a healing center, getting a job at a healing center or a metaphysical store. Your mother is also coming through. She says that she loves you, that her and your father and your grandparents and all your loved ones in spirit are with you, that they're still with you, and they're sending you many blessings, and that there's a man coming in your life, Michael. I've always picked up the name Michael, and your parents are confirming the name Michael, and that's going to happen this year, and that you're going to meet him at some type of metaphysical event, which would be at perhaps at a center or metaphysical store, that you'll meet him. So that's what the messages I'm getting from you. Do you have any other questions?
Oh, my goodness. I'm trying to think real quick. Well, I guess I'm on track with my health. I'm getting help. I understand that. Mentally and physically, I'm trying to do what I need to do. Is there anything I'm missing that I should be doing?
You should be taking supplements, vitamins, vitamin B6 and vitamin B12.
Okay.
And you should be having making yourself, if you don't have a blender, get a blender. You should be our food processor. You should be making yourself a protein drink every day for breakfast.
Okay. Protein drink. Okay. Thank you, Shelley.
You're welcome. Have a good day, Carolyn.
Okay, you too. Bye.
I'm ready for my next caller.
Hello?
Hello, this is Shelley. Who am I speaking to?
Hi, Shelley. This is Amala. How are you?
I'm fine, Emila. How are you?
I'm doing okay. I do have a question. I was interested in this person I've been dating, and he says he broke it off yesterday. And I was wondering what you feel or sense with this. Do you think he just needs time to go back to just building a friendship and then it might happen something, or should I just move on from this person?
I don't think he's ready for a relationship. And I think he's been burned in the past. He's been really badly hurt and burned, and I think he's afraid of getting close to anybody because he's afraid of getting hurt. So I don't think it's going to work out with him. I do see you meeting a new gentleman. I'm picking up the name Jacob. The Jacob with initial J, and he has dark hair, and he has dark eyes, and he's about 5'9" or 6 foot, so he's on the tall side. And I see you meeting him at some kind of event or at a restaurant. So you are going to meet this guy, and you are going to get into a relationship, and you'll be happy with the new guy because he'll make a commitment to you.
Right. Do you feel when this might be happening? You said I might meet him in a restaurant or a gathering.
Yes, I feel that it's going to happen in August, next month.
Oh, okay.
Do you have any other questions?
I actually was wondering about how the relationship with my my sister is a little bit off and on. I think I've asked you this before, but it's just, do you think it's gonna taper off? It's kind of up and down with her. Yeah.
She's kind of. I feel your sister is depressed. That she's very depressed. That she's going through a depression. That she's going through something right now, and so she's kind of aloof towards you, and distant and non-communicative. But I think in September, October, it's going to take until September, October. She's going to start to kind of pull out of what she's going through, and then you and her are going to get close again.
Okay. That sounds wonderful. It's been rocky lately. Yeah. So I appreciate that. Yes. So.
Yes, you're welcome.
All right. Take good care, Shelley. Thank you.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thanks, Tiffany.
I'm now ready for my next caller.
Hello, Shelley.
Hello.
This is Bill Foss.
Hi, Bill. I'm glad you called in. I was
I was calling you on your personal line and trying to call you, and I was hoping that you would see the Yosemite number in the queue. I don't have cell phone service up here, so I'm calling you from a landline today.
Oh, all right. I'm glad you called in. You've always been a good guest, and I enjoy having you. Can you tell the callers something about yourself?
Well, sure. Yes, thank you for having me on the show, Shelley. I'm an Akashic Records reader and teacher, and I have been studying the Akashic Records for the last 20 years. After I got into that, then I started becoming a healer and a teacher and an energy worker. So that has crossed over into shamanic studies, shamanic healing itself. After studying for about 15 years or so, I became so full of information that one of my teachers said, "What are you going to do with all of this?" And he was trying to get me to answer, "Well, I'm going to teach, or I'm going to share it." And I wasn't taking the cue until it wasn't long after that, another one of my first teachers had asked me to describe the Akashic Records, which is a repository of all knowledge and information linked directly to each soul and all of their lifetimes on the earth. And I was able to describe it to her in a very long-winded way, which took about 30 minutes to answer her. And right in that moment, I got it. I knew immediately that I was supposed to go out and share this information with the world and to teach. And from that time, I took the hint, I took the cue, and I started holding gatherings. It was a challenge in the beginning, just going out cold, and with no certificates and really no reference with the rest of the world, only that I was on a spiritual mission and a spiritual journey, and I had a burning desire to share this information. So it's been a very colorful and long road of traveling and teaching and writing the books, and that's a little bit of an overview, Shelley.
Awesome. And what are the Akashic records in relation to psychic awareness and activities?
Well, that's a good question, Shelley. The Akashic records it operates for us as humans. It operates it's psychic in nature. We operate or we interact with it psychically in nature. That's the way that we perceive it, because it's this higher dynamic. It is soul-based. So the Akashic records, we're connected to the Akashic records through our soul, but we use our mind and our psychic awareness to look into the records when we're working with the records. This is the way that the soul, your mind, your senses, your chakras, your body, your DNA, and all of the meridians in the body are all connected to the records. So it is psychic in nature. It's going to be a deeper level of psychic. So a deeper, higher, subtler, and you listen. You use the mind to listen with the soul as you walk into these higher dimensions and look at the. And that being said, when you start to get into the study of the records and start to use it and start to look at your past lives, or you're working with a reader, such as myself or others, then there's it will help you to develop all of the rest of your psychic gifts.
Awesome. And let's take our next caller, Bill. Hello,
okay.
Caller. Hello, caller.
Hello?
Hi, who do we have the
Hello?
pleasure of speaking to? Hello.
Hi, my name is Stacy, and I just want to know when you see a job coming in.
Hi, Stacy.
Hi, Bill. How are you? Glad
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
No life and everything. I just wanted to get a job that I'm going to last a while at. You know, even you understand, it's like everything has been stepping stones for the last while. I want something that's going to last me at least, even if it's temp, if it's months. You know, I just don't want that's going days or a couple of weeks.
Where are you at?
I'm in South Florida.
Okay, that's right. Did we talk in one of the previous shows?
No, I don't believe so.
Okay. Give me
what area are you in?
I'm in Yosemite, California right now. I'm up in.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So give me your full name.
Stacy.
Stacy. What's your last name?
Taylor.
Okay, Stacy Taylor. And where are you in Florida?
I'm in Florida, Delray.
Florida Delray?
Mm-hmm. In Florida, Delray Beach, yes.
Delray, okay. What are you trained in, Stacy?
I have my degree in business, so I have business administration, office, anything like that.
Interestingly enough, I see two possibilities for you. I do see administrative work for you. I think that you should go towards medicine or healthcare, hospital
Oh, I that's funny. I've been flying.
Yes. Hospital is working in a hospital is going to be a much better long range for you, long term. I also see the possibility of you working in the administration at an animal-themed amusement park.
Oh, I'm far from there. Yeah, it is. It's far away. I'm not going to travel 3 hours for that.
I see. Okay. Well, if you're looking for something that's very, very stable, are you willing to move where the work is? That's another question.
No, I mean, I'm not really a fan of the Orlando area. You know, I think it's like more of a tourist, but you know.
Mm-hmm. Well, the healthcare feels good for you. Go towards that, and you may want to target large hospitals. You know, and I would just start looking at hospitals, visiting the areas and the different hospitals, and get a feel for it. You honestly, when I hear your voice, you want something that's going to make you feel good. You're not just looking for a job.
I know.
But I hear in your voice that you want something that's going to make you feel good and comfortable, that you feel comfortable enough and supported enough that you can stick with it long term.
Exactly, because my last job, I was there almost a decade, so I'm not used to
Well, get into that frame of mind and think comfortable, happy thoughts. Go to that feeling that you want to be in when you find your job, and then start looking at these locations, these hospital locations in your area.
But I do love animals. You picked that up right. I love animals.
Really strong. And it could be.
I have two cats that found me.
Yes.
So, and
wow.
cats are spiritual.
You could
Exactly.
very well find an administrative job in in an animal-based healthcare.
Oh, I would. Yeah, I would love to work like in a cat hospital. I'm scared of dogs. You know.
Mm-hmm.
I love animals, but dogs. You know. I used to have a schnauzer, but you know, I guess I'd be more comfortable working with cats.
And I feel that energy from your voice, that happiness. I mean, when we mentioned animals and started talking about that, you pumped right up. So, either veterinary or hospital for people is something long term that's going to give you joy, make you feel comfortable and supported. And I think that you can find either of these as soon as you want to. I am seeing 2 to 3 weeks, so that must mean that you start now. It's important to project that feeling. Think about that feeling. Sit down and do some meditation and visualization, that comfortability. Go into that feeling of feeling supported, and you're driving on your way to work, and you're happy about your new job, and you love it, and you love the people you're working with, and you love what you're doing, and you've got benefits.
Oh, that would be wonderful.
Yeah.
That would be wonderful.
Excellent. So, Shelley, what do you get?
I pick up animals. I think it's going to be an animal hospital. And I pick up you helping the clients that come into the veterinarian hospital. Working with the clients and working directly with the cats. They board the cats there, so you would be taking care of the cats and working with the clients and doing administration work. And I agree with Bill. It's coming up in 2 or 3 weeks. It's not in the city that you're in. It's 1 or 2 towns east of you, southeast of you, and I do think you'll get hired, and I do think it will be long-term employment for you. And Bill, how can Stacy get in contact with you?
Oh, Stacy, if you'd like some further information about my books or my readings, you can go to Bill Foss, BILLFOSS.net, and my phone number is 918-770-3810.
Wow. Thank you both. Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Yes,
Thank
I'm
you for
interested in
calling.
looking up into it. Thank you so much, both of you. I
You're
still want to
welcome,
listen.
Stacy.
Thank you, Stacy.
And I'm now going to continue my interview with Bill Foss, and then I'm going to take my next caller. Bill, can you share your guided journey into the records?
Yes. We can do a short you want to do a short process here?
Yes.
Okay. So I'd like to invite everybody to just relax and close your eyes. Not if you're driving a car or operating machinery. Do not do this, okay? Only if you're stationary and you're listening. So just close your eyes and just get comfortable and take a few gentle breaths to calm yourself. And as you're sitting there, very calm, just realize that this is your body. This is your soul and your mind. This is your home. Just let the rest of the world go and all of those thoughts go. And as you relax down, just relaxing down even deeper, start to visualize a beautiful portal of gold and white light that comes straight from above. And it starts to come down as a pillar of light around you. And as it comes down as a pillar of light, everything else in the room just starts to become darker and just fades back. And it's just you and this light. And as the light becomes brighter and stronger, you feel a golden thread come from the top of your head that goes up and away, all the way up into the light, into the Akashic records, the God-light source of the records. And as you follow this thread up through the golden portal of light, your feet become light, and your light body starts to gently float up with your mind and your senses. As you float up and away, and you move up, as you're floating through the ceiling and you're floating up, and you continue floating up and away. As you float past the clouds and the celestial bodies, moving through the Earth's atmosphere, you see the Earth's atmosphere white and beautiful, glowing against space. As you move up into the clouds, and as you move through the clouds and the bright white of the clouds, you come up into a great temple above the clouds. A huge hall, a huge room where all of the soul records are stored. And as you look at the stained glass windows and the arched ceilings and all of the colors, look to the other end of the hall and you see this great table, this big table. And on this table, there there is a very large golden book opened. And as you walk across this grand hall in reverence and inspiration, you're coming home to look into your soul records. And as you look down into the book is open to the now. And you may ask the question, what is most helpful for me to know from my records, from my soul records at this time? And let the creative imagination of your mind and the colors, whatever you experience, see, receive, let it flow in and just be with it. Take as much time as you need when you practice this. And now if you want to look at past lives and what their relation is to this time, this life, and the karma, let the pages turn from left to right, from left to right, from left to right, and practice visiting an earlier chapter. And as you land on this previous chapter, this previous lifetime, look into the book and see the colors, the visions, the dreams, the pictures. Receive the messages through your creative mind. Who were you? What did you do? What are you wearing? Who are you with? What are your surroundings? And as you visit these past lives, take as much time as you need to receive. And as the pages now turn from right to left, coming back to the now, there are pathways in the pages to future chapters. And as the pages land on a future moment, a future chapter, just take a look and be with what you're getting. Let it come in through pictures, images, colors, messages, whether they're visual or audio. These are possibilities for your future that you are creating and the way that you created. And now with this connection into the records, give thanks for accessing your book of life, your soul records, as there are many, many different colorful ways to access the records. Now you have a direct connection that you can practice with that's very simple. And as we walk back across the hall, we start to feel pulled back down through the floor, back down through the clouds, as we move back down, down, down through the golden portal of light. And we move back down in through the ceiling with the light body and the mind sitting back into the body. And just welcome yourself back and take a deep breath. And this is a very simple a process that you can use anytime, anywhere where you can get relaxed enough to do the work. You can do it in the morning or before you go to sleep at night. There are many ways to do this, and you'll find new colorful nuances. You'll find your own aspects that work for you that you can build on. There are many different audio tools and books at the site to help you with this, and this is what I do. So there are many, many different journeys. And oftentimes when someone goes into, let's say, for instance, the healing temples of Atlantis or the gateways of Peru or some of the other deep work that we have in sound modules or books and the written journeys and guided journeys, everybody is different, so you'll find that one or the other may speak to you more. And it's important just to take that inspiration or that creative cue and open your mind in order to get in. Once you're in, then you'll find other ways to get in, whether they're quicker or maybe guided or more colorful, whatever is best for you, whatever is right, whether it's an instant, whether you just move quickly up into the records, or you like the guided, the ancient, traditional process of moving up through and moving up through the ethers and having the whole experience of visiting the hall. This is important too because it opens your senses and it slows down your mind so that you can get very comfortable in the higher ethers and look creatively, very slowly through and take your time.
Thank you for doing the guided journey for us, Bill. Are you ready
welcome.
for the next caller?
Yeah.
All right, caller, you're on. Hello, caller.
Yes, hello. Thank you very much. I was mesmerized by what I just heard. I came onto the call late. I had it marked. I wanted to catch it from the beginning, so I'll go to the archives. I'm just so pleased. I've been praying for this, and here it is. And not exactly sure. I'm just happy to be on. I'm not exactly sure. Do you give any type of reading or anything?
Yes, there's a time for a reading. What is your name?
My name is Karen.
And Karen, what is your question?
Is there any way I could sort of like find out where I'm at? Am I just in a rut, or am I actually moving forward?
Hi, Karen. What's your full name?
Karen Williams.
Karen
I'm not
Williams,
sure.
and where are you at?
Well, right now I'm in Florida.
Oh, you're in Florida?
Yeah. My number's doesn't say Florida, but that's where I am right now.
Okay.
Yeah. And I've sort of like fell into this dark hole, and I'm not sure if it's just a lot of stuff coming up the past week that really.
Well, what I get for you, Karen, is that you're in a major transitional stage right now. You're when I look into your records, you're in a major transitional stage right now. You are in a period of your life where you're just starting to ask. Who am I? Which is the great spiritual question. Who am I? Where am I? What am I destined to do? This is important. I feel like you have a very good quality about your soul. I don't sense a lot of karma for you. So what I'm doing is I'm touching on some surface level that are also deep qualities of you on a soul level. You're a good person. I don't pick up a lot of karma for you. If there are residuals that are small things along your life path that you can clear up. I think because you're in this spiritual doorway, so to speak, in your life right now, that you have opportunities open to you, and it could seem like you don't know which direction to go in because you're standing in the middle of this doorway and you're writing it as you go. So if there's anything that I could say today is that maybe helps you get your feet on the etheric ground, if you will. Start to investigate without getting lost in huge, so you want to investigate spiritually things that are going to help you, things that are going to, without, for instance, if you visit the Buddhist monastery and you say, I just love the energy here, and they say, well, you can become a Buddhist monk and you can shave your head and you can sit with us for 15 years and you can donate all your money to us. Don't do that, okay? So don't get pulled into an organization or a class that wants to keep taking and taking and taking, and that, you know what I'm saying? You're in a place energetically and spiritually where you need understanding, information, and support coming in without being tethered to an organization. Read, journal, meditate, do some yoga, and start to visualize what's next. And literally visualize what you want to do. Whether you want to be an energy healer or whether you'd like to be an author or a writer, and start to interact in a way that your goodness and your balanced emotions and personality can really start to help people. Are you with me?
Yes, thank you very much. I appreciate that very much.
You're welcome. And go to my site and look at the books there.
I will.
The books are chock full of information, and that's all I do is disseminate information continually. So go to billfoss.net and look at the books there. You can tell I'm passionate about wanting to help people. So it's not as an author that I just want to sell product, but I really, really love to help people. And
thank you. Yeah,
you're in that zone. You're one of the people that I can reach. So.
Thank you. Yes.
Absolutely. And of course, if you'd like to have a longer conversation or something, then reach me at 918-770-3810.
Okay, I'm going to listen to this in the archive to get all the information again. Excellent. And I will go to your website, and I appreciate your help.
You're
very
welcome. Shelley?
Thank you.
Karen, you're on a spiritual journey, and I feel that in the next 2 or 3 months, things are going to open up for you. Opportunities are going to open up. You're going to be feeling a lot better, and the circumstances of your life are going to get better. So you're going to so things are going to start to progress for you. And I feel you separated from your family. Are you not around your family?
Correct.
I
That's
feel you're
true.
going to reconnect with your family. Something happened that you separated from your family, but you and your family are going to reconnect. And your family is going to be good to you. They're going to act right with you. So I feel that you're going to reconnect with your family. I also see a move out of state. I see you leaving Florida and going to Virginia or Vermont. It feels like that would be a good place for you. It would be a good place to live. So I see you going there. And there also seems to be new love coming in your life, a new relationship. And that's coming in August, September. So things are going to be better for you, Karen. And if you need to reach me, I'm at 818-744-5241, or go to psychichorizon.com. And thank you for calling the Psychic Horizon Show.
Thank you. This is really resonating with me.
Thank you, Stacy.
Thank you, Stacy, and thank you, Bill. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, and have a good day, dear. Bye-bye. I'm now going to continue my interview with Bill Foss, and then we're going to take our next caller. Bill, can you tell us about your book, The Secrets of Spiritual Success, and the journey into the Akashic Records?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you for asking about those. The first book was written in Sedona, and it started in 2011. It was a channeled book. I never planned to be an author. I wasn't, I didn't think I want to be an author when I grow up, or in the next phase of my life. I literally had gotten into the classes and workshops, and they were tapping me on the shoulder, my guides and the masters, really. They were tapping me on the shoulder or the third eye or the top of the head, and they were saying, write, we want you to write. And as I started writing the first book, there were things about it that I didn't even know or understand. When I wrote it, I just put everything in it that I had been learning over the last 20 years into that book, besides the Akashic Records. So it has the first book, The Secrets of Spiritual Success. It's a guide. It's a guidepost 101 on deep levels of spirituality, family relationships, love relationships, perspectives of oneself when you're starting to open into these greater dimensions of self and reality on the spiritual path. So that was the main thing. I wanted to be able to relate a book that wasn't just that was more informational and less story-oriented. So it is very, very informational. It has 20 chapters and 2 glossaries and just a lot of information to help. And there's 36 different meditation and healing processes in that book. So it's a page turner. The second book, and as I took a couple years, they had been trying to get me to start writing about the records. They're like, we really want you to write about the records. And when I started writing that book, it was in Austin, Texas, 2013. A 375-page book was channeled or downloaded in 3.5 months. So they just were dumping it as fast as I could type. They're dumping information to me, and I kept at it, editing 6 edits in to the book, and again 2 different glossaries, and my own artwork in the books, and I had the first edition, and I took that out and presented it at the classes. There also became a workbook to go with the book, which is it's the process alone. So if you want all of the deep insights that are going to bring you into a higher state of enlightenment, then get the study book, because that's got everything in it. The workbook is just the process of how to get in, and the energy and meditation exercises, which are precursors to getting in. Then came the guided recorded CDs that were the 30 and 45-minute processes of just going in. There are a lot of people that get it, they want it, but they're not going to read. But they can do an audio. They can do an audio CD where they'll go in and they'll get just as much. And then for that person, I recommend coming out and writing it down. So instead of reading, you're going to be writing as you use the audio CDs and go up into the records and really crack open your own book of life and start to look through it. So that second book, Journey to the Akashic Records, as it was translated into the special edition, there's an extra chapter in the new series, in the new version of the book, and it is an extra chapter on psychic healing. That is a very powerful, and we do a show on psychic healing when Shelley has me on every so often here, because it's so powerful. Those two words together just work really wonderfully, psychic healing. That chapter and that process also borders on the dynamics of manifestation. So if you want a really interesting book with a lot of jam-packed information on how to get into the records and about psychic healing, Journey to the Akashic Records, special edition, that will be a good one for you. So that's a little bit about the book, Shelley. I'm working on a new series right now, which is going to be a beginner, intermediate, and advanced 3-book set, each one with a workbook. And these will eventually have audio books to go with them. But for now, it's going to be a 3-book set, and this is going to be based on an Akashic Records certification process or program that we're going to start online with the Akashic Records Center, and that's all coming up later in the year.
Oh, good for you, Bill.
Thank you. Thank you. It's a lot of work, but I'm excited about it.
That's good. Well, let's take our next caller, Bill.
Okay.
Hello, caller.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hi, this is Carolyn.
Hello, Carolyn.
Yeah, okay. I got another opportunity, I guess. Hi, Bill.
Hi, Carolyn.
I'm doing fine. How you doing?
Good, good. I thought I heard you on the line earlier.
That was the first caller, and that was before you got on. So I'm getting a second chance, I guess. Bill, could you tell me something about what's in my Akashic Records? I know it's a lot of stuff, and I was caught off guard, so I really don't have a question. Yeah, I'm in Carson.
Where are you now?
Well, right now I'm in Culver City, just sitting, in the car. But okay. My last name is Cheryl, so you could add me.
Okay, so when you ask that today, in the here and now, whatever you're going through, whatever's happening astrologically, where I'm at, the first reflection that I get for you, Carolyn, is I see you in one of your lifetimes as you're in a tribe in Africa, and you're this great mother to all of these tribes. It's almost like you're I want to say a leader, but it's different. It's more Mother Earth. It's like you're this great mother to all these tribes. And very interesting. I see a lot of color. You're wearing a lot of color, bright colors, and you're guiding teaching and helping all of these children, and families. So you're sort of like a director, if you will, a mother in the truest sense of the word. And this is that lifetime is a great portal or connection into your Mother Earth energy, your connection with Mother Earth. And it has a direct karmic connection for you. Karma, as in good karma, which will also have portals or pathways. Is the word I was looking for, into healing. Pathways into healing and drawing deep levels of energy from the earth.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
Yeah, Africa is sort of like an undiscovered earth energy area that is very important, actually. Many people consider it to be like the heart, the heart of Mother Earth, or we hear this often about different places in the world. Well, this is all parts of the world are living. Mother Earth is alive in all areas, but Africa is really important. It's deep, deep, deep Earth energy. So,
I have a strong connection to it. I always feel good when I think about Africa. Every cell is doing something when I think about it.
Absolutely.
Very deep connection
to it. That will be interesting for you to try that Akashic process and then go in and connect with Africa there. And see what you get. See how deep it takes you, and surf around and look at, start with that lifetime of being that tribal mother for all of those children and families, and then go from there and see what you get.
Okay, I'm going to do that. I'm going to start with this lifetime.
Excellent.
I know I've had many, many lifetimes there, and I feel I started there. That was the first lifetime.
Yep.
I may be wrong.
Yep.
Yeah. You think so?
That feels very good for you.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay, Carolyn.
Thank you, Bill.
Yeah,
Thank you for calling, Carolyn.
You're welcome.
Good talking to you, Carolyn.
I wanted to thank Bill Foss for being my special guest on the Psychic Horizon show. I wanted to thank Tiffany Whitesage Woman of Goldilocks Production for producing the Psychic Horizon show. And I want to thank all the callers who participated in the Psychic Horizon show. I'll have you back, Bill.
All right. Thank you, Shelley, and thank you, Tiffany, for having me on the show. It's always a joy and a pleasure, and sorry it took me a few moments to get in the queue there. So
that's okay. We're just glad you got on.
Thank you. Okay.
Have a good day, dear. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.